Before we get into this vlog, I wanted to thank today's sponsor, Factor. If you're not familiar with Factor, they are a meal delivery service that makes meeting your nutritional goals easier than ever. They deliver fresh, never frozen, dietitian-approved meals right to your doorstep, and their team of gourmet chefs create each meal using only ingredients with integrity to help you feel your best all day long. I've been talking about this lately that I'm trying to eat better. I'm trying to eat meals with better ingredients. Every fresh, never frozen meal from Factor is a restaurant quality, chef-crafted, dietitian-approved, and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. You can choose from a weekly menu of 35 options, including popular options like Calorie Smart, which is the one I chose, Keto, Protein Plus, or Vegan and Vegetarian. There's also more than 60 add-on options like breakfast, on-the-go lunch, snacks, beverages, and one of the most important things for me for a subscription service is flexibility, and Factor gives you that. You can change up your plan every week depending on how many meals you want, or you can pause or reschedule your deliveries anytime. Whether I lose track of time reading or working throughout the day and I need to come up with a meal quickly, but I want it to still be good, Factor is so perfect and helpful for that. And that's exactly what I did tonight. I made the chicken and mushroom cauliflower rice risotto, and it came with green beans. It was so good. Taste test. Just a little bit. I just recently discovered my love for mushroom risotto. Oh my god. I love cauliflower rice. This feels so gourmet. Oh my god, this is so good. Didn't know I needed that in my life. You can head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code 50hannahelise to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first Factor box. That's code 50hannahelise at factor75.com to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. Thank you so much, Factor, for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Hello everyone, I'm here at Barnes & Noble to do some fall book shopping. I wanted to go to local bookstores, but spoiler alert for a future video, I'm actually gonna go to a bunch of local ones for a whole other video, and I wanted to go to all of them for like the first time for that video. So here at Barnes & Noble, I mean, the good thing is most of the books that I'm looking for will probably be here since this place is ginormous. I haven't been to a Barnes & Noble in so long. I'm so excited. I'm gonna pick up my fall TBR. I talked about my fall TBR in my getting ready for fall video, like getting the fall spirit, but if you didn't watch that video, I'm going to refresh you here with the books that I'm gonna read this fall. One of which I actually already read. I couldn't wait. I really just needed to get started with a new book. So I read Home Before Dark by Riley Sager already. I'll talk about that later when I get home because it's hot as fuck in here. I just turned the air conditioning off to film this. I am wearing a sweatshirt, but it's like 70 outside, but inside the car it's hot. Okay, you guys, you know the vibes. So here is my list. We've got Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. I put Phantasma by Kaylee Smith on here, but I'm thinking I might get Caraval, however you pronounce that, instead, because I forgot that book existed, and then I saw people saying that Phantasma kind of reminded them of that, and I feel like, oh, everyone's read that, like Caraval, so I might get that instead. I don't know. We'll see. Game time decision. Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver, which is the second book in the Rose Hill series. I read Wild Love a couple months ago. The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sangu Mandana, and The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. So that's my TBR. I'm so excited. Let's go. I'm hot. I'm ready to shop. It's me again. Let's discuss what I picked up at Barnes & Noble, and also I don't know why the fuck I made a TBR, because I did stray from it. What's the lighting? What do I do about it? Let's try this. Hi, let's discuss what we got from Barnes & Noble, and by we I mean me. First off, I did pick up The Very Secret Society. I'm gonna go off the things that I got from my actual TBR first. So, The Very Secret Society of Regular Witches. As you can see by the bookmark, I already started this and I'm loving it so far. I think that it is incredibly sweet and heartwarming. It does feel cozy. Like, everybody who has described this as a cozy book, what page am I on? I'm 42 pages in, but I definitely feel those vibes. It gives very much found family, which, you know what I mean? That's my favorite. I love it. It's about a girl named Mika who she's a witch, but she posts videos on social media pretending to be a witch, even though she is an actual witch. Like, she doesn't want people to know that. They all try to hide their magic and just kind of keep a low profile. She's in this group of other witches called the Very Secret Society of Witches, and they have these meetings every 3 months to just like check in on how it's going for everybody in the witch community. There's not that many of them, but somebody comes across her videos and just knows that she's a witch, reaches out to her and is like, hey, I need a witch. And she's like, for what? I'm not a witch. Like, where are you getting this information from? What would make you think that? This person reaches out to her and asks her to come to this house, which does sound creepy, like, admittedly, but she's basically being begged to travel to this like remote house. It's called the Nowhere House, and teach 3 young witches how to control their magic. That's kind of where the story starts, and then you just kind of see what unfolds. So it seems very sweet so far. I only got 42 pages in because I started reading another book. I am very much a mood reader. I felt like I was in the mood for something chill and cozy after I finished, what was that book called? Home Before Dark. Oh my gosh, did I mention that I already read that book? I think I did. I read that before I even went to Barnes & Noble because I just needed to. I was so excited. I got it on my Kindle and I read it. Oh my, that book was the epitome of spooky season. It truly like scared me. I don't know why I was reading it at night, because it's about this house that everybody thinks is haunted. There's a lot of like weird bad things that have happened there. This family moves in and they only live there for like 20 days. And then the father of the family writes a book called House of Horrors about this house, and it's kind of akin to the Amityville Horror. They mention the Amityville Horror in the book in that situation in this book. So you kind of get the vibes of like kind of demonic. There's like bad energy, ghosts, whatever. So the dad writes this book, and then it's like 25 years later, and the daughter of the guy who wrote the book, the father passes away. The daughter then goes back to this house for the first time in 20-something years and feels like the book is a lie because she doesn't remember anything that happened, anything that her dad details in the book. She thinks it's just a complete work of fiction, and she's basically going because she wants to know the truth. She wants to know if her dad just made it all up, because this book has been hanging over her head for her entire life. Her reputation has preceded her everywhere she's gone because everyone has heard of this book and this house, and she didn't believe that any of it was true, so she felt like she was always prematurely judged based off of lies. So her father passes away. She finds out that he still owned the house this entire time. He never sold it after they left, only living there for 20 days. And he left it in his will to her. So now she owns it. She goes back to the house. She wants to remodel it and try to sell it. That's what she does, her and one of her friends. She wanted to try and do that with that house, but also figure out the truth. The vibes were just always so uneasy, and I loved it. I loved it. I ate it up. It scared me. I would have to like have wholesome time after I read it at night, because there was no way I was falling asleep directly after reading about like a scary haunted house. But it's also a very twisty book. At the end, something was thrown in that I probably should have expected it, but I didn't, because you're so focused on this other what you think happened. It was so good. It was so spooky season. I absolutely loved it. So there was that. Okay, after I read that book, I thought that I wanted like a chill, cozy read to like be a palate cleanser after all of that. So that's why I started reading this immediately after I got it at Barnes & Noble. So I read this one night, then the next night I was just in the mood for something with action. I was in the mood for, I don't know, something that I would be binging. And so I decided to start Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent, but I couldn't find that book at Barnes & Noble, so I had to get it on my Kindle. I did the like try a sample thing on Kindle to see if I really couldn't put it down and just wanted to buy it on Kindle and read it on my Kindle, or if I wanted to just read the sample, get a taste for it, and then see if I wanted to get the physical book. I read the sample, which I think was like, I don't know, 30 or 40 pages, the beginning of the book, and I wanted to keep going so bad. It was only $6 on Kindle, so I just got it, and I've been reading it. I think I'm about 60% of the way, and I have been, oh my god, eating this book up. This has been such an anticipated read for me. It's living up to the hype. I've never read a book with vampires in it, so it's about the main character. Her name is Araya, and she's a human, but she lives in a world of vampires. Her like adoptive father, who like found her in like the middle of rubble, and all of her family took her in, which also was kind of crazy because this guy, he's literally like the Nightborn vampire king. He's known to be cruel and cold and heartless, so he saw this little girl alone, human girl alone, sitting in all this destruction, and decided to take her in. Interesting move. I don't know. I'm like, why do you do that? Hopefully I find out. I don't know. This is like a series too. I think there might be 2 other books. I don't know if it's a finished series. I need to look. This is the first one regardless. So that's her father. She grows up in like the castle. He's teaching her how to survive, how to protect herself as a human and vulnerable in a world full of predators that like literally want to her. Like that's literally what all the vampires want. Like they look at humans like they're pretty much nothing more than food to them. So there's that. And then she enters this deadly competition called the Kajari, okay? And she's the only human in this competition with like a bunch of other vampires. So not only does she have to get through all the trials alive, she also has to stay alive amongst the other like contestants because they all want her too. I mean, everyone's just trying to kill each other. Like that's literally the whole point because only one person can win. There should be no way that she can survive even a minute of this. But she's been preparing her whole life, which has been like, she's 20 something. Some of these other vampires in this, they're immortal. So some of them have been alive for like hundreds of years, but she's had to learn specifically how to let them underestimate her and catch them off guard and just use her wit. It's reminding me a little bit of Fourth Wing with Violet, because Violet was weaker than all of the other people like in the writer's quadrant at her college, trying to make it through. It was very high stakes, and there were trials and whatever that she had to get through that were literally meant to pick off, for lack of a better term, the weaker people. And what she didn't have in physicality compared to some of the other people, she made up for in her wit and her intelligence. So it's kind of along those lines with Araya in this book. And then there's also like a love plot line. Bitch, this is everything to me. Like this book is so good. I'm eating this shit up. I hope I'll be able to finish it in the next couple days, and I'll actually film myself reading it and get back to you. But it's been amazing. So that's what I'm reading right now. All right, let's go through the rest of the books that I got at Barnes & Noble. Oh, I couldn't find The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston at Barnes & Noble either. I might just end up reading that one on my Kindle because I really do want to read that one. That was another one on my TBR, but I do really want to read that even though I couldn't find the physical book. The only other one that I got at Barnes & Noble that was on my fall TBR was Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver, which isn't even a fall themed book. It's just found family, small town. I think that just gives me such cozy vibes, and cozy equals fall to me, which is why. And also the cover of this is orange. Like, I don't know, in my head it just made sense. I'm like, this kind of feels like it would be cozy in fall. I don't think this has any direct elements of fall, but I just thought it would be cozy, and cozy and fall are synonymous in my brain. These other 2 books that I got, I have Phantasma on my TBR, my fall TBR. I still might read that. I just don't know if I'm gonna want another like high stakes competition. Is this one a high stakes competition? I have no fucking idea. I don't know if I want another high stakes competition after I finish Serpent and the Wings of Night. So if I do, I can always get it. But I picked up this book because I've heard of this book before. It kind of gives me Dorian vibes, which I didn't even mean to wear this shirt at the same time when I'm talking about this, but this is like literally my favorite shirt. I fucking love Dorian. I am a Dorian stan. This is my man, okay? My man. I'll link the shirt down below. It's from Etsy. But the synopsis of this book kind of gives me Dorian vibes. It's about the son of a king. He's supposed to be like cruel. I mean, fucking. But I feel like he's gonna have a soft side. I just know it. I love this. Oh my god, this storyline, this trope is my favorite. The guy who would like kill everyone but you. Okay, and this is why I'm single. I picked up The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. Fantasy in the fall makes so much sense to me. Finally, this book wasn't even on my radar at all, but I saw it when I walked into the bookstore, and I love this author, Matt Haig. He wrote The Midnight Library, which is one of my favorite books of all time. It was just such a profound book to me. It literally changed my life. I think about it all the time. and I saw this. I think this is a new release. It's called The Life Impossible. It says, when retired math teacher Grace Winters is left a rundown house on a Mediterranean island by a long-lost friend, curiosity gets the best of her. She arrives in Ibiza with a one-way ticket, no guidebook, and no plan. Among the rugged hills and golden beaches of the island, Grace searches for answers about her friend's life and how it ended. But she uncovers a stranger than she could have dreamed. But to dive into this impossible truth, Grace must first come to terms with her past. Filled with wonder and wild adventure, this is a story of hope and the life-changing power of a new beginning. I love a book about a new beginning, second chances. I don't know. I feel like The Midnight Library gave very much that. Also, The Wedding People by Alison Espach that I just read and talked about in my Q3 reset kind of has that theme. And I just really love Matt Haig's writing, so I decided to pick this up as well. I'm not even sure when I'll read this book, but I knew that I was going to want to read it eventually. And that's my Barnes & Noble haul. So now you're caught up to the present. Also, I have an incredibly fun delivery coming tomorrow. I couldn't decide if I wanted to put this in this video because it has to do with reading and it's happening right now, or in my video of like a compilation of furnishing my apartment. I'll probably put bits of it in that one and then a bunch of it in this one because I think it'll be a fun thing to add to the fall reading vlog or book vlog or whatever even this is called. But I have this corner in my bedroom next to my vanity, which y'all are sitting on right now, that is the perfect size for a chair, and I wanted to get a reading chair and make this corner of my room a reading nook. I'm just having so much fun having so much space to play with, and like I can do so many fun and cozy things that I couldn't do before. So I ordered a chair from Target and it's coming tomorrow, so I thought that it would be fun to show that in this video and kind of like setting up my new cozy little reading nook corner in my room. I want to go pick out like a nice cozy blanket to put on the chair, maybe a candle, of course a candle. I mean, I have so many, but who gives a f, like I can always use another one, and just kind of make it cute and put it all together. I thought that'd be fun to do in this video, so I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow when that comes. I also have shelves. Hi, Charlie. There she is. Charlie, the people have missed you. They have missed my girl. I have some shelves, that's what I was saying, that I want to put up that I had in my New York apartment in this corner so I can put some books on them probably and like style them, make them cute. That's all I've got for right now. I'm about to go to dinner and I'll probably check back in with you tomorrow. At this point, I go to frigging Home Goods in every single video. Today, I wanted to look for some things to make my little reading corner cozy. My reading chair is supposed to come today, so I wanted to get maybe like a cozy blanket, probably a candle. Did I say this yesterday? I don't remember. I just got out of the gym, so I kind of look a little bit haggard, but just see what we can find for the reading corner. So let's go in. On floor lamps, which is unfortunate. So perfect. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna get a floor lamp here for starters, and then shelves. Yes! I'm so excited. Okay, I know you probably can't really see me because the lighting back here is not good, but let's take out what I got from Home Goods I got a blanket, a candle, and a little cup that I thought would be cute to put like bookmarks and annotation supplies and stuff in. I just love this. This fits so perfectly in the space. I ended up going with this sage green throw blanket from Home Goods. Here's the blanket. Now, this is the candle, I think. You saw it. This is the candle that I got. It's Santal, however you pronounce that. I love the smell of this. It smells like the One Hotels. And like Le Labo, Santal, whatever that is, 3326, I have no idea. Yay, it's gonna be so cozy. And then this is the little cup that I got. I thought this was cute. It just looks like this and it has this gold bow and I love it. I'm just gonna put this here for now, I guess. I don't know what I wanna do about this yet. I know I'm gonna be moving this lamp because I'm gonna put the light bulb that's in this in the floor lamp that I get. And I just think it would be so cute to have a lamp that like hangs over. Oh my gosh, I can just see it now. I'm gonna get my highlighters and my pen and my other bookmarks. I think I only have maybe one more. And just put them in here to have everything in one little place. That's really all I've got for right now. I looked for a floor lamp at Home Goods, but they didn't have literally any. There was like 3 and they weren't really for me. But this is exactly what I needed. I'm so excited. I think this is perfect in the space. It's so cozy. 63% of the way through Serpent and the Wings of Night. I'm gonna keep reading because I'm loving this book, like eating it up so hard. Okay, I just finished Serpent and the Wings of Night and I wanted to record my immediate thoughts. I need to read the second book immediately. Like the fact that even thinking about reading another book that isn't that one that I don't even know, like I have so many questions. There's so much more to the story. I know there are questions I had like at the beginning of this book. I'm like, what is the meaning of this? And now even more, I'm like, there's stuff that we don't know. Like there's stuff they're not telling us. Also, I got like 15 bug bites the other day, so whatever, don't mind me. I assume that these things will be revealed, but I really need to know. There is more to this story. This is so crazy. Like what? I love fantasy so bad, bro. This shit is so good. How did I live before I read fantasy and read romantasy specifically? Like what was I doing? Like how did I exist for so long on this earth without this? I just don't know. Okay, well, that was crazy. I ate that shit up. That was so good. That's exactly what I needed. Wow. All right, good night. For me, but I want to keep it with its series, and then a couple of the Avatar books are also 5 stars, but I want to keep them with this series, so I feel like I shouldn't. I don't know, I'm just gonna leave it because I'll add more stuff as I go. I'm just happy to have them up. I think they look so good. I'm obsessed. It has been a hot minute since I've filmed for this video. I can't tell if I'm in a reading slump or if I just haven't had time to really read and I've been preoccupied with so many other things. But we have ended daylight savings time, meaning it gets darker earlier. So I am sitting here completely ready for bed. Everything is done, all my chores, Charlie's chores. I showered, washed my hair. My hair's pretty much dry. Put it in these heatless curlers, as you can literally see. Did everything, literally. And it's 8:38 p.m. FaceTimed Amanda for an hour. I just FaceTimed my mom. I've done everything. So this is prime position. And you know what? I think that what I need to do for this season, what's gonna be darker earlier, is just to lean into the early night routines so that I can get in bed earlier. I'm not in bed right now. I'm sitting in my comfy reading corner, which also I have my shelves hung up. I did these the other day. I will have included the clips. I still have to style them really. Like, I just kind of put stuff there for now. I feel like I'm gonna style them more when it is the holiday time for like Christmas decorations, which I'm doing very soon. I made myself a little electrolyte drink. I've been drinking these either at night or like throughout the day, and I honestly feel like overall I felt more energized. I usually hit a slump in the middle of the day. This is so beyond the fucking point, no one cares. My phone's on do not disturb and I'm ready to get into a book. This just feels so good. Anyway, I started reading this book last month before Halloween. It's now past Halloween. Today's date is November 6th. It's been such a long time since I've read. This whole video was supposed to be about reading, and then I hit kind of a slump, but also just get super overwhelmed and burnt out with the rest of my life in the middle of that, which is like not conducive to the plot of this video. But I want to get back into this book, The Very Secret Society of Regular Witches, because I feel like it's going to be heartwarming, cozy, and like feel like a hug, hopefully. And that is exactly what I need right now. And even though it's past Halloween, it is still fall. We're gonna soak up the cozy fall vibes, the witchy vibes, and I'm gonna jump back into this book. Where am I? I'm on chapter 4, page 42. So let's do it. Bro, there's nothing better than the smell. Life is worth living. Should I play music? Instrumental, of course. I can't fucking focus, bro. I keep reading the same line over and over again. Like, am I okay? Hello everyone. I look a damn mess. And you know what? I feel like one too. I have a cold ease lozenge that I have in my mouth right now, so sorry if that's annoying. I won't be talking for long. It's been a couple days. I feel like I'm about to be under the weather, which is super not ideal and also really annoying. I'm exhausted, but while this is dissolving, I'm gonna keep reading. I'm about halfway through my book. I feel like there's a romance brewing in like an enemies to lovers way with the two of these characters, and I will eat that up. It's very Grumpy Sunshine, and I will eat it all the way up if that's what ends up happening. And I feel like it does, but like, I don't know. We're gonna see. I feel like the story's definitely picked up since the beginning, but also I feel like this book is literally supposed to just be like a cozy, calming, nice read. So I need to just relax and let something be chill for a sec. It's like a foreign concept to me. If y'all are new here, she does that. That's a thing. I always put a cup of water on my nightstand, and it's her cup of water, so she can drink it when she wants. She has a full water fountain down there too, but sometimes she likes the cup water. All right, we're gonna get back into this and keep on reading. I need to really hurry this video up, to be honest, because we're about to have to start getting into the Christmas content on this channel, so I gotta keep it moving. Oh, also, I forgot to say, I got a new lamp. I've been saying I wanted to get a nice little lamp to go in the corner and be a part of my little reading, cozy reading corner. I think it looks so freaking cute. I love it. I got a Habitat for Humanity the other day, and I'm obsessed with that. I love the little like beading tassels around the lampshade. It's perfect. It's so cozy. I'm probably gonna put a print somewhere on the wall, because now there's like a kind of awkward blank gap there above the chair, and I feel like someone used to go there. It's a work in progress, but I love it so much. Like, it's one of my favorite little areas of my whole apartment, honestly. And it's gonna be even better when I get more stuff and when I decorate it. I can't wait to decorate it for Christmas. Oh my god. Anyway, I wanted to say that because that's important. It's a new development. Now we're caught up. Okay, chapter 13, Taylor's murder. But on the whole, there was a pattern to the everyday lives of the household, and much to Mika's surprise, there was space for her in it. I love this. It's just so sweet. She's never felt like she really belonged anywhere. Yes! I love these people. I love these people. I want them together so bad. This is such a subplot, but it's so good. I love a slow burn. It is the next day. It's 8 p.m. I'm literally ready for bed. We're ready for bed so early because I really want to finish my book tonight. I read a few more chapters last night, so I got tired. And so I'm starting at 8 so that hopefully I can read the rest. I'm really locked in at this point. It took me a little bit to get in to the story, but now that I'm in the story, I'm just loving everything about it. And I'm so excited to just keep reading. Seriously, when everyone says that this is such a cozy book, they're completely correct. I just love this setting so much. Like, I want to live here. I want to go to there. It's so amazing and sweet. Side note, but I'm obsessed with this chair. It's so cozy. It's comfy. I'm on chapter 18 now. Okay, everyone. I finished it. I have been going back and forth with myself all night, wondering, it's the next day, wondering what I wanted to rate this book, because honestly, like, when I first started it, I don't know, I didn't think it was gonna be a 5-star. I don't know why. I just thought it was gonna be like kind of cute and nice, but this book was so good. And the message was so good and just so beautiful and heartwarming that I honestly feel like I have to give this 5-star. Like, I feel like this is going to be a book that I think about a lot, and just the message of it and everything that happened, I feel like I'm going to think about a lot. This story was everything. Like, it was honestly the perfect book. It was cozy. It had a little bit of romance. It had kind of a couple like things that you were trying to figure out, not necessarily like mystery, but there was something that they were preparing for in this book that you were kind of like, uh-oh, how's this gonna work out, like whatever. It just had every element. I loved it. I seriously loved this book. I think I have to give it a 5-star. Like, I want to read it again. I took so long to read this book, not because I didn't want to read it, but because I didn't want it to stop. I didn't want it to end. I didn't want to leave the world that this created and the way that this made me feel. I just wanted to live in forever. Like, I wanted to wrap myself in this book, in this world, like it was a cozy blanket on a cold day. I think I have to give this 5-star. I don't know what else to do. You've left me no choice. If you haven't read this book, I highly recommend it. I don't even know how I'm gonna like respond from this. I don't know what book I'm even gonna read next, because I was not expecting this book to hit me the way that it did. And now here we are, and I just want to read it again because I loved it so much. Like, I'm so sad that I don't get to get in bed tonight at friggin' 8 p.m. and continue on with this book. It was everything to me. Like, truly was so good. I think that we have to end on this note. Like, there's just no... Also, I need to end this video because I want to start posting Christmas videos. I'm getting an earlier start this year because I just feel like I need the joy in my life. So that means I need to wrap up the fall reading vlog. I might still read The Dead Romantics. I don't know. I read the sample on Kindle. Here's the thing, like, I started and stopped a couple different books throughout the course of when I was filming this video. I talked earlier in this video about how I felt like I was in a little bit of a slump slash just was busy and didn't have time to like read 1,000 books, which is why I only finished 3 of the books that were on my TBR for the fall. But I'm also a mood reader, so I put stuff on there like not really sure what I would be in the mood for at the time, and then I ended up just not being in the mood for some of them. And I'm not going to force myself to pick something up if I'm just not in the mood for it, you know? I'm not reading to like fulfill a goal or check things off the list. I'm reading to enjoy myself and what I'm reading. I might still read The Dead Romantics. I don't know. I finished the sample on Kindle, so now I either have to buy it on Kindle or just like buy it in general somewhere. But I also kind of want to start Wild Eyes because I don't know, something about that world right now is calling to me. Don't actually know which character this book is about. I feel like it might be about, what's his name? Rosie's brother. But I really liked that world and it felt homey and cozy to me, and small town and all of that. So I don't know. I might get into that, see if I want to keep going with it. I also started reading the new Matt Haig book, and I read almost like the first 100 pages because I was in the mood to read it one night, and then I stopped. So I don't know. We started and stopped a couple. I only finished 3 on my TBR for the fall, but you know what? I've been busy and I had fun reading the 3 that I did finish, and I really liked all of them. And it is still fall, so I still do have time to finish my fall TBR, but not in this video because I do need to finish this video up. So that's gonna be it. We're gonna end on this note with a 5-star because I don't even have anything else to say. Seriously, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to this point in the video, comment down below I'm a real one because you're a real one. I love you so much, and hopefully I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.